Neat. Hello once again, mystery fans of the internet. I'm your cartoon and animation fanatic, Channel Hopper, and the channels I hop through are good enough to review. So as you may know, it's been 2 whole years since we got our last Mystery Skulls animated video, Freaking Out. Now the latest video we got by Mystery Ben and his team is entitled Hellbent, which features our colorful cast of characters, both literally and figuratively. Continuing on from the last video, with Lewis now in pursuit of his old friends, with Shiromori not too far behind as well. I will be examining the video's story as well as the characters, artwork and animation, music, and any other hidden details leading to possible theories. Now continuing on from the last video, Lewis catches up to Mystery Skulls, who crashes into the Kingsman mechanic shop and will introduce to Arthur's uncle, Lance, who sees the crash and grabs his shotgun. He might play a bigger role in the next video, as the last thing we see and hear is his gun going off at the end. We see that Lewis still plans to get revenge on Arthur for ending his life as a result of jealousy towards his relationship with Vivi. This is further shown through these flashbacks, with the gang hanging out at his parents' restaurant and Arthur looking envious towards them. The rest of the images show the events leading up to and after Lewis's demise. After capturing his old friend, Lewis brings Arthur back to the mysterious cave and proceeds to give him the same treatment he received years ago. It is then revealed to Arthur that the mysterious ghost is none other than his old friend Lewis, to whom they've been looking for all this time. After hearing his name mouthed by Arthur and dropping him to his death, Lewis is shown to be feeling regret for his actions, further indicating his humanity still trying to get back in control. On the other side of the spectrum, Shiromori seems to be targeting Mystery in order to restore her power, and after cutting him, she seems to be interested in his blood. Through a series of flashbacks, it's revealed that she was but a single flower in a decaying forest until Mystery gave her some of his blood, which most likely healed her and fully restored the forest to its prime. However, after examining the photos, I noticed they could have been shown out of order in the video. The first image in the story would be a mysterious blue warrior who might be a distant ancestor of Vivi, fighting a kitsune in a decaying forest as hinted by the dead roots on the ground. Mystery eventually gets away and finds a blooming flower and gives it some of his blood, and then the surrounding area grows back into a white forest, which seems to be protecting itself and Mystery, as shown by the branches trapping the blue samurai. So both the kitsune and Shiromori, being a Kodama spirit, share a symbiotic relationship, with Mystery providing the blood from itself or fallen enemies, as shown by the samurai helmet and sword in the water. Shiromori acts as the protector from anyone trying to attack him. Jumping back to the present time, we see Shiromori attacks Mystery but is saved by Vivi, who is surprised to see that she's capable of fighting back. The spirit is shocked to see a spitting image of the blue warrior actually defending Mystery instead of trying to hurt him. Realizing this, she goes all out to defeat her and eventually knocks her out. This then causes Mystery to transform into his kitsune form in order to defend Vivi. Not much is known as to how Mystery ended up with his new friends, but a theory I have is that kitsune are loyal creatures and will defend their loved ones with their life. However, if they're defeated, they will pass on their loyalty to that of someone else, presumably the person who defeated their old master. Upon further research, I found that the Mystery Skulls wiki page actually lists some of Vivi's traits as passionate, animal-loving, friendly, and optimistic based on a blood type personality theory, with hers being blood type B. One theory could be that her ancestor felt the same way about Mystery at some point, seeing the pain it must have gone through defending the forest and giving more and more of his blood, so she could have had a change of heart at some point. Next up is the animation, and oh boy, the team behind Mystery Skulls has once again outdone themselves with the character animations. We have newer shots of them at different angles along with a wide range of expressions and fluid motion to their actions. Every movement from the character feels like it has mass behind it as they interact with the environment around them, from breaking glass, getting hit with a bat, or falling from a cliff. And speaking of the environment, there's one aspect that's more prominent in this video than the last one, and that's the attention to detail in the background. And according to the team's blog, there were a lot of backgrounds. Not wanting to spend too long on the animation part of the video, I'll sum it up by saying the video is a perfect demonstration of blending both 2D and 3D elements in one project. According to Patrick Rentala, the special effects animator for Mystery Skull's Hellbent, the tire popping scene is the most technically demanding shot in the video, as the camera itself would constantly change between shots, being more dynamic than static. He says while 3D has been used as reference in the past, incorporating it with a 2D environment and assets is a whole new challenge in and of itself. If you would like to know more about this scene, I'd follow the link in the description below to check it out for yourself. With the animation out of the way, it's time to discuss the music, and then I'll give my final thoughts on the video. The video actually contains two songs from Mystery Skulls, entitled Every Other Note and the titular Hellbent song. I like how the first song is used to emphasize the emotional roller coaster our main characters are going through, with Mystery feeling the dangers they're about to endure from a familiar evil force, and Arthur, being the nervous wreck that he is, still manages to comfort his friends in this time of despair. The second track accurately represents the desires of our two vengeful spirits, similar to that of an unhealthy obsession. Both are after blood and will do anything to accomplish their goal. While the visuals play off the lyrics fairly well, there's just something about the first song that'll always be my favorite out of the rest. Overall, I'd say the video was worth the wait. It not only delivered on all the right chords that Mystery Skulls Animated is well known for, but it exceeded all expectations and made improvements in all fields, from animation, characters, and a storytelling perspective. A fun fact worth mentioning is that one of my favorite animators, Tir Pop, was also brought on board to help out with the project. Having two of my favorite animators work on the same project reminds me of the feeling I got when I first saw Mickey Mouse and Bugs Bunny on screen together. And that was Mystery Skulls Animated Hellbent. Be sure to let me know what you all thought about the video in the comments below. And sorry for the lack of content lately, I'm still trying to work something out with my job and two channels. That's all for now. I'm Channel Hopper, and the next review is just a click away.